assuming that the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 4,000 miles or 6,400 kilometres.
When you assume you're on a ball, then the maths are going to make the same assumption. So when you do the maths, oh yeah, I'm on the ball, duh! Stop and ask the question. Am I on a ball? And you'll find you're not. Now I asked him to remove the ball equation and draw it flat for me. But he wouldn't. You wouldn't, would you? You dirty scoundrel. He always removes my comments, he only left one, and he won't let the others on because I rattled his cage, didn't I? What was it? I asked him if him and George were a pair. Isn't that right, eh? And then George got really upset. That unless you are George, which Mr. Logic tells me you are, he got really upset. Well, I can make an assumption too. If I was to eat 7 different pieces of fruit in 1 hour, after an hour, when I go to the toilet, it's quite fair to assume that I would shit out a rainbow. As you can see, he's using assumptions on everything like they all do, and you're assuming the same thing. So of course the maths are going to work. If you're assuming you're on a ball and the maths are assumed, then the 2 assumptions will make a positive, because it's an assumption that confirms another assumption. So, stop making assumptions and learn the facts. Okay? Think for yourselves. That's all I'm asking.
Looking up the River Tay in Scotland. Looking up the River Tay. I'm going to be using the 2 bridges across the Tay as references. Now you can see the Tay has got 2 bridges. It's got a road bridge here and it's got a rail bridge here. Now I stood here. It's about sort of 3 to 3.5 miles regardless, depending on which bit of the bridge you're going to be looking at. And then you can see I'll be able to see about maybe half the rail bridge, which is about 4.8 miles. And the horizon line on my video camera, the video I've taken, should be about here. So we would expect that the road bridge is beginning to be obscured by the horizon. Now we would definitely expect to start to see the rail bridge being obscured by the horizon. Now, this is 130 centimetres above sea level. And let's have a look at what we see. About the horizon, which is that it's both flat and at eye level. A seemingly endless amount of these videos where someone goes out with a camera and points it at the horizon on the beach, and there's usually all kinds of some dramatic music playing, and they zoom in and out and they show that it's flat. Well, if you look at that shot there, I think you can agree that what you're seeing is a horizon line that is just starting to obscure the bottom of the road bridge. I mean, it almost looks like there's some kind of like there's an edge here. You can imagine like it being the edge of a dam or something. Like there's a wall on the other side. The water just ends.
but you're looking up the river. He tells you at the start, I'm looking upstream. So you're looking up a stream, up a river, which is coming down like this. So you are going to see caves as it hits flats on the way up and down, aren't you? Like steps.
It's clearly starting to obscure the bottom of the rail bridge and has obscured part of the landscape in the distance. It'll become much clearer as the case once I look at the other footage. But if we just have a look at this.
This assertion of boats going over the edge of a ball earth is silly. Check out this footage from a channel called Wide Awake. This guy filmed some great sky and horizon shots showing that objects can be brought back into view
Horizon on the beach, and there's usually all kinds of some dramatic music playing, and they zoom in and out and they show that it's flat, and then really get a sense of the water just kind of abruptly ending less than 3 miles from where I am. I mean, it's like it just stopped.
Full ahead steam, Mr. Sandman! Full ahead steam!
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain!
If the Earth was flat, this is almost certainly not what you would expect to see. If the Earth is a sphere, this is very much exactly what you expect to see. You expect to see the water just abruptly ending a certain distance from shore, and that distance being determined by how high above sea level your eyes are. This is what you see. And when I zoom in on the bridges, you're going to see something really quite different.
Oh, starboard, Mr. Sandman! Oh, starboard! Woo! Come on, Mr. Sandman! Hard to ball, let's go! No, the other way, Sandy! The other way! No! Ah! Jeez! The other way, Sandy! Sandy, the other way! No! Closer so he can see us! I want you to be able to see us! Faster, Mr. Sandman, faster! Hard to starboard, Mr. Sandman! Hard to starboard! Woo! Closer, Mr. Sandman, I want to be able to see us! Closer so we can see us!